Hey guys, it's DT. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a little bit of a haul video for you guys. I went and I did something I said I wasn't gonna do. That's right, I bought some new comics. If you guys remember back on my countdown video, I said I was gonna be taking a break from buying comics. Prices were just getting a little bit out of hand. And when it comes to collecting, one of the worst feelings is paying a lot of money for something only to have it decrease in value. So I was really afraid that was gonna happen with some of these record prices. However, there's also this thing called Fomo, or fear of missing out. And if you're not familiar with the concept, it's basically when you buy something prematurely, or maybe you're not that into it, but you're afraid that it's gonna sell out or that the price is gonna get to a level where you can't afford it. And that's kind of what happened here with this purchase. So I've been trying to collect the entire run of the original X-Men comic books. I was down to only a few more books. I purchased a lot that was supposed to have these books in it, but the seller didn't deliver. I won't mention the seller here today. I'm still trying to work out a refund with him, but if that doesn't go through, you're definitely gonna be hearing about it. So it turns out I still needed a few more books to complete that run, and I just kept seeing these books climb and climb and climb. I figured, I better just buy these books now before they get out of hand. So these are Silver Age books. They usually hold their value pretty well, so I'm not really that concerned with them taking a big dive. They might go down a little bit, but I think we're pretty safe here. Nothing was too expensive. So what I thought I'd do today is open this box up. I'll show you guys what I bought, and then at the very end of the video, I will show you my entire collection. Well, actually just number 1 through number 93. Now, if you're wondering why I stopped at 93, at number 94, they brought in the new team that showed up in Giant Size X-Men number 1, and pretty much changed the whole game. The X-Men prior to the new team wasn't all that popular. In fact, they only went up to issue 66 before they started issuing reprints. So I'll show you some of those reprinted covers. They're still kind of interesting, even though they are reprints. Some of them had new covers, some of them had recolored covers. So make sure to stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see all those cool covers. Let's get into the box. I'm excited to see them. So these are coming from Comic Link. If you guys aren't familiar with Comic Link, it's basically like an online auction house. I find that I get pretty good deals over at Comic Link. Definitely below fair market value, which is always good. So there is something called a buyer's premium that they add on to the final amount of the sale. However, if you pay by check and by a certain date, they go ahead and waive that. So all you really have to pay is shipping and taxes depending on where you live. All right, here we go. All right, we got some nice peanuts. All right, I'm trying not to make a mess with the peanuts. Can I manage without getting a peanut on the table? Oh, ooh, that's a close one. So here is the package. Oh, peanut. All right, I guess I'll just put them upside down. Here is a look at the first book. We have the X-Men number 7. This one is from September of 1964. This one features the second appearance of the Blob, also features a Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Mastermind, and Toad appearance. This one was a 7.0 with off-white to white pages. From the looks of it, it doesn't look like it's been pressed. I do see a few little bends and waves in there that might be able to be pressed out. It does have quite a bit of spine stress on it, but for these older books, I don't really care about the grade too much. Usually I try and stay around a 5 or a 6. If I can get a good deal on a 7 or 8, I'll go that high. For me, it's just about having the book in my collection. I'd rather have a bunch of low-grade comics than just a few high-grade comics. This one looks pretty good, displays well. The surprise of the year, in this jam-packed issue, you will meet the X-Men's new leader. Also featuring the evil you-know-whos. I'll show you guys the next book. Here it is, X-Men number 6. This one came out in July of 1964. Features a Submariner appearance and a Cyclops pinup. This one similarly graded at a 6.5 off-white to white pages. This one too doesn't appear to be pressed. It says Submariner joins the evil mutants. Also featuring Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch. So this one actually came right before that last one. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were showing up a lot in those early X-Men issues. I believe they made their first appearance in issue number 4, which I'll be showing you guys at the end. Very cool Submariner cover. We got Magneto there in the background with his gang. Pretty cool. For the third book, looks like we're just counting down here. We have the X-Men number 5. This one came out in May of 1964. This one featured the third appearance of Magneto, the second appearance of the Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Mastermind, and Toad. It says, action, surprises, suspense, all in the magnificent Marvel manner. See the most unusual teenagers of all time at their fighting best when they learn the Angel is trapped. Magneto and his evil mutants, more dangerous than ever, strike again. Now, this one looks pretty flat, like it might have been pressed, but I don't think I'll be cracking any of these out. They're fine just the way they are. This one also 6.5 off-white to white pages. And this was the last book that I won. Not the last book I'm gonna show you guys today, but here it is, X-Men number 2. This one featured the second appearance of the X-Men, the first appearance of the Vanisher. This one is a 5.5 off-white to white pages. It's got the Vanisher there in the middle, surrounded by the X-Men and Professor X in the sensational Fantastic Four style. I guess the X-Men were trying to be the next Fantastic Four. I've beaten the X-Men before, and I shall do it again, but this time it will be forever. Stay back, all of you. Those are the orders of Professor X. The X-Men must find out, how do you beat a mutant who is unbeatable? A book-length Marvel classic. Nothing can stop the Vanisher. Another very cool red cover. Been looking for this book for a while. Glad I was able to find this one. Mid-grade, but presents very nicely. It actually looks better than some of the higher graded ones that I showed you. Really glad to have this one in the collection. So after I bought these 4 books, I still needed one more. I actually lost an auction for this next book. So I went to eBay, I found an auction, and I won it there. And it actually came out to be a much better deal than if I had won the auction on Comic Link. And that book that I got from eBay was this one right here, X-Men number 3. So on Comic Link, the person I was bidding against actually paid way over the fair market value. That's the thing with these auctions. It's kind of a good idea to just put in what you're willing to pay for it. Kind of force yourself to stay to that and not get caught up in the bidding wars. That's one way to guarantee that you're going to pay more than you wanted to. So that's what I did for this one over on eBay. This one didn't actually come close to the amount of my top bid, which is always nice. I forget when this one closed, but it didn't seem like there was too much activity on it, which is always a good sign if you're trying to pick something up. This one came out in January of 1964, features the first appearance of the Blob. He's there in the middle, kind of getting teamed up on by the X-Men. It says, the X-Men battle the Blob, one of the strangest super foes of all. The X-Men, the teenage superheroes who have taken America by storm. The newest Lee Kirby super spectacular, beware of the Blob. 24 pages of thrills. This one's a 5.5 off-white to white pages. I find that usually in these 5 to 6 ranges, the books look pretty good. Definitely displayable, especially slabbed, and you don't get some of those hefty price tags that you would with the very fine to near mint copies. This was the final book I needed to complete my X-Men run. I now have every single X-Men book, at least the original series. So I've been collecting these X-Men books since the 80s, so to finally complete the run here in 2021 is quite an accomplishment, at least for me. So to celebrate, here they are, X-Men's issues 1 through 93 in chronological order. Enjoy. Okay guys, so there you have it. Those were all my X-Men comic books up until the point where the new team joined the comic. And if you guys want to see the other 500 or so issues, make sure to like this video, leave me a comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.